I played a gig last night and the audience size as well as the room size were quite small. The weather was bad and the buses weren't going into town. These gigs are normally quite busy. People are loud, they're singing, they're dancing, glasses are breaking, the pub is quite busy in general, so I have to sing quite loudly to get on top of all of that noise, which means I have to belt, I have to sing as loudly as possible when I go into my lower registers. I have to play guitar quite loudly and quite upbeat. And yesterday was the complete opposite of that. My singing was very focused on the lyrics and on the emotion that the songs conveyed, and less on the beat, the rhythm, or just the energy that it normally has to convey in order to get the room entertained and get everyone dancing. So it ended up being a quite intimate set and I really enjoyed it, and I noticed that my way of singing was completely different. So that gave me an idea for this little experiment. I want to try different ways of singing and figure out what works best for me. Obviously, I am limited to what my voice will allow me to do. Not everyone can sound exactly like everyone else because your voice just has a natural sound that is unlike any other. But I will just try different registers, different voicings. I'll try to accentuate different parts of my voice. This might not even work at all, maybe it just sounds exactly the same, but I just wanted to try something new, maybe find new ways of singing for my own music or the way I present myself on stage, and to show that you don't just have one way of singing. If you are a singer and maybe want to try a new character or a new voicing or using a different register than you normally do, maybe you can find something in your voice that you never knew was there. You might have seen something like this before where singers impersonate other famous singers, so Ariana Grande impersonating Britney Spears or Shakira, and just to show that you can change your way of singing. But I don't mean it as extreme as that. I mean really trying slight changes, hearing slight differences in your voice, maybe trying to sing much deeper than you normally would or much softer than you normally would, to see if there is something in your voice that you haven't heard before that maybe is worth exploring further. I want to try this on one of my newer songs that I've kind of just written called My Turn, and the verses are very easy, so I think it will be a good one to try out different things because the melody is not too crazy. You really have that space to experiment with the voice. So let's start with how I would normally sing it. I'll be the first to admit I'm greedy. There's a world on my lips so tasty. I was born and became a woman, second to no one, fuel to your fears. When the view from the top is yours, ever so good, it's hard to be free. So that's the verse. I want to try sing it like I did last night, very soft, very focused on the lyrics, and not very clean when it comes to the melody. So you might notice that some notes are not where they are supposed to be, or they're not very clean, but they're a little bit sliding off the note. But that's kind of part of the style. I kind of see it as the way Dolly Parton sings I Will Always Love You, like a very vintage epic superstar way of singing songs. That's kind of my little way of describing singers like Dolly Parton, Etta James, Dusty Springfield, just female superstars that are so soft and so elegant and so glamorous in an old Hollywood kind of style. And I don't know if this makes sense or if it even fits the way I'm singing, but that's how I feel when I sing it. So that's why I call it. This is the vintage epic superstar style of singing. I'll be the first to admit I'm greedy. There's a world on my lips, so tasty. I was born and became a woman, second to no one, fuel to your fears. When the view on the top is yours, ever so skewed, it's hard to be free. So as you can tell, that was much softer, much more in the feels, and I think my use of vibrato is very different as well. So instead of when the view from the top is yours, like using it right at the end, I did more of a when the view from the top is yours, like kind of sprinkle it in between onto the words. Vibrato is basically the very quick changing a little bit between two notes, but very, very slightly. So it's not like it's very slightly. It's There is natural vibrato when you just sing normally, but it's not as extreme as when you do it on purpose. So now I just did it on purpose a little bit in this way of singing, in the vintage epic superstar type of singing, but I also do it when I sing normally with my default singing voice. It's kind of a stylistic effect that you can use with singing, but also with most other instruments. You can do it with a guitar. I don't know if I can do it, wait. That. I'm gonna rate each style of singing with a number out of 10 to see which one I personally like most, but I also want you to tell me what you like most, because it's such a personal preference and I just want to see how other people perceive it. Vintage Epic Superstar gets a 9 out of 10, to be honest. I really like it. I think because I'm not used to it. It's just something new for me and I really enjoy singing like it. The next thing I want to try is explore my lower register, because I think I tend to sing everything quite high because I feel I can be the loudest in that register and I also have the most control. But let's try the lower notes. I call this style the old school Lana Del Rey. I'll be the first to admit I'm greedy. There's a world on my lips, so tasty. I was born and became a woman, second to no one, fuel to your fears. When the view from the top is yours, ever so skewed, it's hard to be free. As you can tell, much less control. I'm really struggling in hitting all the notes right and holding them as well. But it's also interesting because it's a change from what I normally do. I normally sing everything very high up, but I also speak everything very down low. So it's nice to like sing more in my speaking register because it just feels very true to my natural speaking voice. I want to try the chorus of this song for this way of singing as well because I think it could work. Baby, sweetheart, my love, it's my turn now, girlie, darling, smile more, it's my hand now, 'cause you've been on it for too long. Look at what the world's become. Time to play a different song. It's my turn now. I think that was very old school Lana Del Rey, the way she used her voice back in Born to Die era. I think is closer to that. I think it has a very elegant, glamorous, but also very mature vibe to it because it's so low and so kind of assertive in a way. Old school Lana Del Rey gets a 7 out of 10. I am intrigued, but I would have to practice a lot more because my control over my voice in the lower register is just not as good. So I would have to really learn how to hold the note, hit the right note, and just get a better control over everything. I want to try another soft way of singing, a very breathy, not much power behind it, just vibes. I'll be the first to admit I'm greedy. There's a world on my lips, so tasty. I was born and
became a woman, second to no one, fuel to your fears. When the view from the top is yours, ever so skewed, it's hard to be free.
I know that this is a really popular way of singing for singers like Billie Eilish, for example, because she does have a really nice belting voice, but she just doesn't use it very often, or only uses it very accentuated. She does stay, especially during the verses, she does really stay in this very breathy, soft, but also carrying a lot of emotion type of voice. And yeah, I don't really think it's for me, because I just think that my voice doesn't really come through when I do it. No Power, Just Vibes gets 4 out of 10 because I don't think it works for me. But maybe you disagree. That is just my very personal opinion. Let me know what you think. I want to try kind of the opposite now of No Power, Just Vibes. The way that singers like Ariana Grande, for example, would sing, because they have so much power. Also vibes. Don't hate me, but most of it is power. Now, with this particular style, I struggle a lot because I wasn't taught to sing that way. I was trained to sing the way opera singers sing. I'm classically trained. So the particular training that I got taught me that singing like that puts a strain on your voice that can damage it in the long run. So I never really learned it, and I never really tried it either because I just was scared of damaging my voice. It's basically just belting, having everything very loud. You can't really sing that quietly when you're belting, because it's all about your chest voice, I guess, and singing from here and not from here. I'm gonna sing the chorus for this because I think the verse will be too low. I'm just gonna put the mic away a little bit because this might be loud.
Baby, sweetheart, my love, it's my turn now, girlie, darling, smile more, it's my hand now, 'cause you've been running for too long, look how the world's become, time to play a different song, it's my turn now.
So as you could probably hear, I am losing all control over the notes and my voice when I sing like that, because I just when it comes to a certain register when singing in your chest voice, I just don't know if I will hit that note if I sing like that. So I'm kind of losing my ability to really direct the note where it's supposed to be. So I don't think this is for me either, just because, again, I have no control, and I don't really think it fits my songs. I think my songs benefit from a more softer vibe and maybe adding vibrato or interesting textures or everything I tried before. But I think belting is too harsh for what I'm doing. At least that's how I feel. You can have a completely different opinion. Maybe you like this one the most, but I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10, just because me not being able to control the notes kind of takes the fun out of it for me. Because when I can control the notes and when I can be really confident in every note being where it's supposed to be and everything's sounding how it's supposed to sound, that means I can focus on vibrato and trying new things and experimenting with timbre and registers and stuff like that. But if I constantly have to worry about if this next note is gonna hit or if it's just gonna fly off somewhere where it's not supposed to be, then I worry too much, and it's just not that fun anymore. These are all the ways of singing I wanted to try out today. This was actually quite fun, especially trying it out on my own song. I can do this again with other songs. If you want to suggest a song or a way of singing, you can suggest a singer as well, and I'll try and get as close as possible to it. I think the Ariana Grande / Mariah Carey style is not as close as maybe you would have expected it to be, but that's just because I just never learned it that way, and I was told to not sing that way, so I can only get so close with my voice and my training. So suggest whatever musician you want. It might not be a spot on because it might just not be for my voice, but it will be interesting to see what it sounds like if I try. and yeah, suggest songs, suggest artists. I'm gonna use the 2 best styles that I tried out today, so vintage epic superstar and old school Lana Del Rey, to sing the whole song basically. I'm gonna try and switch between the 2 so you can hear the difference, and yeah, just have a little fun with it. Thank you for watching this video. I know this was a bit of a silly one, but I just felt like it, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do what you feel like doing. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Please let me know, because if this is something that other people enjoy, then I can make more of these, because I enjoy making them.
I'll be the first to admit I'm greedy. There's a world on my lips so tasty. I was born and became a woman, second to no one, fuel to your fears. When the view from the top is yours, ever so secure, it's hard to be free. Baby, sweetheart, my love, it's my turn now, girlie, darling, smile more, it's my turn now, 'cause you've been on it for too long. Look at what the world's become, time to play a different song, it's my turn now. I wanna say how I feel, I'm crazy. I wanna show what I mean, contain me. You like little girls, like your girls little, never tall enough to reach eye to eye. You like little girls, like your girls little, never tall enough to reach your eye. Baby, sweetheart, my love, it's my turn now, girlie, sweetheart, smile more, it's my hand now, 'cause you've been on it for too long. Look at what the world's become, time to play a different song, it's my turn now. Baby, it's my turn now. Darling, it's my turn now, 'cause you've been on it for too long. Look at